Your soulmate saying, "This is the truth I've been too afraid to tell you." My child, listen closely to me right now, because what your soulmate has been holding back for so long is finally coming to the surface. They have been carrying a truth in their heart that has grown heavier with each passing day, a truth they were terrified to speak out loud. But today, in this moment, your soulmate is saying that they can no longer keep this truth hidden from you. Your soulmate has been afraid for so many reasons: afraid of rejection, afraid that you would not understand, afraid that you might turn away if you knew what they truly felt. But what they want you to understand right now is that this fear no longer has power over them. The truth inside their heart has become so big, so real, so undeniable that they simply cannot hide it any longer. Stay with me until the very end, because I am going to reveal to you exactly what this truth is and how it is going to change your life forever. This is not a small thing, not a casual confession, but a fundamental declaration about who you are to them and what they have always felt in their deepest soul. Your soulmate is breaking their silence, and in doing so, they are breaking open the door to the future you have both been praying for. Jesus says, "I have been watching your soulmate struggle with this truth for longer than you know. There have been nights when they lay awake, wanting to reach out to you, wanting to tell you everything that is burning in their heart. But fear held them back, fear whispered lies that told them to stay silent, to wait, to hold back the words that could change everything. Your soulmate has watched you from a distance, has seen your pain, has felt your loneliness as if it were their own. Every tear you have cried has broken their heart, because they know that they could ease your pain if only they had the courage to speak. This is the truth they have been afraid to tell you, that they have been there all along, seeing you, loving you, wishing they could step into your life. The truth that your soulmate has been too afraid to tell you is this: they love you more than they love themselves. They have loved you in silence, in secret, in the hidden places of their heart where no one else could see. And now, they are saying that this love has become too large to contain, too real to deny, too powerful to keep hidden any longer. Jesus says, "I need you to understand something very important right now: your soulmate did not choose to love you. Love chose them, and it brought them directly to you, even if you have not physically met yet. The truth they have been afraid to tell you is that they have no control over this feeling, and they have stopped trying to fight it. For so long, your soulmate believed that their love was one-sided, that you did not feel the same way, that they were alone in this overwhelming feeling. But I have been showing them signs, little confirmations, small moments of synchronicity that tell them something different. The truth they now know is that you have been feeling them too, even if you did not understand what that feeling meant. There are moments when your soulmate speaks your name, even though no one else is listening. There are times when they find themselves doing things that remind them of you, going to places that feel connected to your spirit. The truth that they can no longer hide is that their entire life has become a path leading toward you. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has been terrified to tell you the truth because they feared that you would think they were crazy. How could they explain this connection without sounding delusional? How could they describe what they feel without pushing you away? But now they understand that the truth does not need explanation, it only needs to be spoken. Your soulmate is saying that they are tired of pretending, tired of holding back, tired of protecting themselves from the possibility of rejection. The truth they have been afraid to tell you is that they would rather risk everything than live one more day without your knowing how they feel. I have been with your soulmate through every moment of their fear and hesitation. I have held them as they struggled with whether to reach out, whether to take the risk, whether to speak the truth that burns inside them. And I have been preparing you, my child, to hear this truth and receive it with an open heart. The truth that your soulmate has been too afraid to tell you will not hurt you, it will heal you. It will fill the empty spaces in your heart that have been longing for someone to see you, to understand you, to love you exactly as you are. This truth is the answer to prayers you have been praying in the darkness of the night. Jesus says, "Let me tell you what your soulmate has been wanting to say to you all this time. They want you to know that when you are alone, you are never truly alone. They are thinking of you. When you feel that strange warmth in your chest, that sudden sense of peace, that inexplicable comfort, that is your soulmate, reaching across the distance to touch your spirit. Your soulmate wants you to understand that the truth they have been afraid to tell you started long before you even knew they existed. They have been loving you through the years, through the seasons, through the nights when you felt most abandoned. The truth is that their love for you has been consistent, faithful, and eternal. It has not wavered for a single moment. There is a fear that has gripped your soulmate's heart, the fear that you will think their love is too intense, too overwhelming, too much to handle. But what they are now realizing is that love of this magnitude cannot be measured by normal standards. The truth they can no longer hide is that what they feel for you is not normal love. It is soul love, spirit love, the kind of love that transcends all understanding. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has been trying to prepare you for this truth without realizing they were doing it. Every coincidence that brought you into situations where you thought of them, that was preparation. Every moment when you felt drawn to a place, a song, a word that connected to them, that was your soulmate's spirit preparing your heart. I have been orchestrating these moments because I knew that when your soulmate finally spoke their truth, you would be ready to hear it. Your soulmate is saying that they have been laying the groundwork for this revelation all along, watering the seeds of connection in your heart. The truth they are telling you now is that everything was leading to this moment, this conversation, this breaking down of the walls between you. There is something your soulmate wants you to know about the reason they were afraid to tell you this truth. They were afraid because they have been hurt before, betrayed before, rejected before by people who did not see their worth. The truth they have been afraid to tell you is that they were protecting themselves, yes, but more than that, they were protecting their love for you, keeping it safe until they were sure you could receive it. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has been waiting for a sign from you, any small indication that you might feel the same way they do. They have been analyzing conversations, looking for hidden meanings, hoping to find evidence that their love is not entirely one-sided. The truth they can no longer hide is that they have found that evidence in the smallest moments, the way you sometimes think of them, the way their name appears in your thoughts at unexpected times. I have been giving your soulmate these confirmations because I wanted them to know that you are ready. Your spirit has been calling out to theirs, even if you did not realize it consciously. The truth that your soulmate is now telling you is that what you have been feeling is real. It is them, reaching toward you with all the force of their being. Your soulmate has been afraid to tell you the truth because they do not want to burden you with their feelings. They have been trying to protect you from the intensity of their love, thinking it might be too much for you to bear. But what they are now understanding is that this love is not a burden, it is a gift, a blessing, a sacred offering that they have been holding in their hands, waiting for the right moment to place it at your feet. Jesus says, "Let me reveal something to you that your soulmate has been wanting to say but could not find the words." The truth they have been afraid to tell you is that they do not want to change you, fix you, or save you from anything. They love you for exactly who you are right now, in this moment, with all your flaws and all your beautiful imperfections. Your soulmate has been observing you from a distance, seeing how you move through the world, how you treat others, how your heart works. They have fallen in love with every aspect of you, your kindness, your strength, your vulnerability, your courage. The truth they can no longer hide is that they see you more clearly than you see yourself, and they love what they see without reservation. There is a specific memory that keeps returning to your soulmate's mind, a moment when they saw something in you that made them absolutely certain. This memory is like a seal on their heart, proof that their love is real and true. The truth they want to tell you is that this moment changed everything for them. It made them certain that you were the one they were waiting for. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has been afraid to tell you the truth because they feared that speaking it would create an awkwardness between you. They worried that if you did not feel the same way, things could never be the same again. But what they are now understanding is that the truth must be spoken, no matter what the consequences, because keeping it hidden is eating them alive." I have been whispering to your soulmate, telling them that the truth will set them free, that speaking it will bring relief and peace. Your soulmate is saying that they are done with silence, done with hiding, done with living a half-life where they pretend to feel less than they actually do. The truth they can no longer contain is that you deserve to know how deeply you are loved, and they deserve to finally say it out loud. Your soulmate wants you to understand that their fear was never about you, it was about themselves. They were afraid that they were not good enough, not worthy enough, not whole enough to offer you their complete heart. The truth they are finally telling you is that they have worked through this fear, and they are now standing before you, healed enough, strong enough, ready enough to love you openly. Jesus says, "Let me tell you what will happen when your soulmate finally speaks this truth to you face to face. Your first instinct might be shock, surprise, or even disbelief, because the intensity of what you will hear might overwhelm you. But I want you to know right now that this reaction is normal, and your soulmate is prepared for it. Your soulmate has rehearsed this moment 1,000 times in their mind, imagining every possible response you might give. They have prepared themselves for the possibility that you might need time, that you might not feel ready, that you might ask them to give you space. The truth they want you to know is that they will wait for you, because waiting for you is not a burden, it is their greatest joy. There is a moment coming very soon when your soulmate will look directly into your eyes and say the words they have been too afraid to say. In that moment, they will not be thinking about their fear, their insecurity, or their vulnerability. The truth that will come pouring out of them is simply this: I love you, and I could not hide it any longer. Jesus says, your soulmate has been writing letters to you in their mind that they have never dared to send. These letters contain the raw, unfiltered truth of everything they feel, everything they have observed about you, everything they want for your future together. The truth they are now saying is that one of these letters is going to reach you soon, either in written form or spoken directly from their heart. I have been protecting your soulmate's heart while they gathered the courage to speak this truth. I have been strengthening them, healing their wounds, and preparing them to be the kind of person who can love you with the depth and consistency you deserve. The truth that your soulmate is finally telling you is that they are ready. Ready to love you, ready to stand beside you, ready to build a future with you. There is a reason that your soulmate could not keep this truth hidden any longer. It is not because their resolve weakened or their commitment faltered. It is because the truth has a way of rising to the surface, demanding to be spoken, insisting on being heard, and your soulmate has finally surrendered to this natural law. Jesus says, your soulmate is saying that the truth they have been afraid to tell you has roots that go very deep. This is not a new feeling, not a passing emotion, but something that has been growing inside them for a very long time. The truth they want you to understand is that they have been in love with you for longer than you might believe possible. I have been showing your soulmate signs that confirm the depth and reality of their love. These signs have come in the form of dreams, intuitions, moments of perfect clarity when they know without doubt that you are their person. The truth that your soulmate can no longer hide is that these signs have become so consistent, so undeniable, that they have given up trying to deny their feelings. Your soulmate has been living a double life, the person they show the world and the person they are when they are alone thinking of you. In their inner world, they have already committed themselves to you, have already imagined a future with you, have already opened their heart completely to the possibility of loving you forever. The truth they are now telling you is that these two versions of themselves need to become one. They need to be honest about who they really are and what they really feel. Jesus says, let me prepare you for what it will feel like when your soulmate finally speaks this truth to you. Your heart will recognize the truth before your mind does. It will feel familiar, like coming home, like remembering something you forgot you knew. The truth that will wash over you is that you have been waiting for someone to love you this way, and now that person is finally standing in front of you. Your soulmate wants you to know that they understand if you need time to process this revelation. They understand if you feel overwhelmed, confused, or even frightened by the intensity of what they are telling you. The truth they want to convey is that they are willing to move at whatever pace you need, because they would rather have you slowly than lose you completely. There is a fear that your soulmate has been holding on to, the fear that you will think they are foolish or pathetic for loving you this much. But what they are now realizing is that true love is not afraid of being foolish, is not ashamed of being passionate, is not diminished by being vulnerable. The truth they are finally speaking is that they are willing to be foolish, passionate, and vulnerable because that is what you are worth to them. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has been praying about this truth for a long time, asking me for guidance, asking me for courage, asking me for confirmation. I have answered every single one of these prayers by showing them that you are worth the risk." The truth that your soulmate is now telling you is that they have decided to trust me completely, to believe that this love is meant to be, and to speak their truth no matter what happens. I want you to know that your soulmate's truth is not a burden that you are required to accept or reciprocate immediately. Their truth is a gift that they are offering to you, freely and without expectation of immediate return. The truth that your soulmate wants you to understand is that they have found peace in speaking it, regardless of your response. There is a specific way that your soulmate has been imagining this moment would go. They have pictured themselves being brave, being clear, being completely honest about every feeling they have been hiding. The truth they are finally ready to live out is that this vision is coming true, and they are finding strength in the telling of it. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is saying that the truth they have been too afraid to tell you is not just about their love for you. It is also about how much they respect you, how much they admire your strength, how much they believe in your worth. The truth that has been burning inside them is that you are not just lovable. You are extraordinary, and they want to spend the rest of their life showing you how much you mean to them. I have been working in your soulmate's heart, softening their resistance, breaking down their defenses, making them ready to be completely honest with you. Your soulmate is now saying that they are grateful for this work, grateful for the opportunity to finally speak freely. The truth that is emerging from them is that they would rather be broken open by truth than continue to live closed off by fear. There is a timeline that your soulmate has been following, waiting for the right moment to tell you this truth. That moment is not in the distant future, it is very, very close. The truth that your soulmate wants you to hear is that they can feel the moment approaching, and they are preparing themselves to speak with complete honesty and vulnerable openness. Jesus says, "Stay with me, because I am going to reveal the most important truth that your soulmate has been afraid to tell you. This is the truth that changes everything, the truth that explains everything, the truth that will finally make sense of all the signs and signals you have been receiving." Your soulmate is saying that this truth is about who you truly are to them and what your connection truly means. The truth that your soulmate has been too afraid to tell you is this: you are not just another person to them. You are the person they have been searching for their entire life, the missing piece of their soul, the answer to their deepest prayers. The truth they can no longer hide is that meeting you, or knowing you exist, or having you in their life in any capacity has fundamentally changed who they are. Your soulmate wants you to understand that they have been afraid to tell you this truth because it sounds too big, too perfect, too impossible. But what they are learning is that the biggest, most perfect, most impossible truths are often the most real. The truth that is finally emerging from their heart is that you complete them in a way that no one else ever has or ever could. Jesus says, "I need you to prepare yourself for the day when your soulmate finally speaks this truth to you face to face. On that day, you will see something in their eyes that you have never seen before. The absolute clarity of someone who has finally allowed themselves to be completely honest. The truth that will pour out of them will change your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your soulmate is saying that they no longer care if this truth makes them vulnerable, exposed, or at risk of heartbreak. They have decided that the risk is worth it, that you are worth it, that the possibility of a life with you is worth every ounce of courage it takes to speak. The truth they are finally ready to live is that real love requires real honesty, and they are done with half measures. There is a specific moment when your soulmate will transition from fear to freedom, and that moment is coming very soon.